Hello everybody, it's Frederick here. As you can see is we moved the cream XR3 out of the rain and the weather. I just hot wired it, put a battery in it, started and drove it here. I've got a few hours till I have to be at family, so I thought let me see if I can just maybe straighten this out a bit, the valance. Most probably gonna replace it, but if I can get it slightly better, if not, why not? So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's see if we can knock it out a bit. It's my last day off, so let's get hammering. Okay guys, I've tried, but yeah, I'll probably still spend some time with it, but this panel is stretched so badly. I did measure the height, it looks correct, but the stop valance got a dent in the inside, like where they pulled it or something. We focused, and you can see this curvature. I don't know. I'll probably still pay some time on it. I did buy 2 more escorts or 3 more escorts. An XR3i, that might be a potential project, but I've got another XR3i on the farm that's a bare shell. So I'll probably just transfer the interior and the drivetrain from this car to that car, because the other one has got nothing. It was just a bare shell when I bought it. This one, but then when those shells come, I can just take off all the bumpers and stuff. I think they're already stripped, so, and it's a chance it might come with a brand new cradle. I can't remember. So yeah, I honestly don't know what to do. We still got dings down here, probably dents down there. This whole section is stretched. I'll probably, instead of shrinking it, I think it might be just easier to cut it and then just re-weld it. But I need to get the distances and the whole shape back. Inside the structure I can't see any issues, so I think this is mainly a scenario from where everything is just, the metal's just stretched everywhere. So I don't have a heat gun, my heat gun packed up. I just need to go buy one, so I can maybe, I'll probably grind all of this clean and then I'll burn it with a heat gun and cool it down, and then let's see if we can get some shrinkage happening, and then see if it wants to fall into place. But this section needs to come out, that piece needs to come out slightly bit more. But it feels like everything is just crumbled into one ball. I need to stretch, I need to shrink everything. I think they've been hammering and dollying, or well, just smashing on this for non-stop. So I can't remember if these creases are factory or not. I don't think they are. It doesn't make sense if it would be. As though dents in here also need to hammer out. As far as I know, that's not factory, so I'll smack that out as well. You can see the pole they hit there, so I'll quickly maybe hammer that out. It's not going to make any difference cosmetically, but I think at the end of the day it might just be easier and more neater if we just replace this whole valance, because I'm most probably going to have to fully remove it and clean up inside the rails and then just coat it. And if I take this off to properly panel beat it and straighten it, I might as well just replace it. But we'll see how it goes. We're going off to my dad's birthday party, so I'm gonna call it. I just did a quick video on a Sunday making some noise. Don't really work on Sundays. So yeah, I just hammered a bit around these things, and then yeah, look at this fender. Oh, I'll probably try to panel beat this as well, but I think if we want to do a proper job, I think that at the end of the day we might just replace this whole valance and get it over with. But okay, that's it for me. Cheers guys. Hello, it's the next morning, next day. Still got cars planning everywhere and parts lying everywhere. Need to sort this out today, and it's already so early and the heat is already horrible. So today they are delivering the 4-door blue Escort. Super excited. Might be a separate video. I'm not sure where to tackle today, honestly. You can see this. I'm trying to pack everything where I can to get space. Fuel injection set up. Finally, got a setup for the white one. I got the tripod. It's set up for time lapse. Today is gonna be a bit rough, but I'm gonna try and see if I can remove this front valance. I will unbox the new one first, just to see what we have, because I know there's an inner structure, and I don't think that one has an inner structure. I think it's just the skin, which is fine. I just need to clean up all the spot welds, remove them, figure out where it's welded to everywhere, and then we can get this hunk of junk out of here and start filling up the new one. Need to finish panel beating that fender, see if we can straighten up. I would honestly love to save this fender, and then if there's enough time, we might tackle the roof. There's a few dents. Ooh, wow, we're not focused. There's a few dents in the roof that I would honestly like to get pulled out. I might just take the Sharpie and just like quickly look for all the dents and then just like mark them, just to give you guys a rough idea how much dents this poor car has. Maybe I should quickly do that, like something like I did with the hood. We can maybe just put the hood down and put the tripod on there. I can do a time lapse, my first time lapse for you guys with a tripod. I think let's get to doing that. Okay, and just like that, we've marked the dents. Why does it look like I did not get all the dents? You can see in the camera so much easier dents and stuff. Let me just look here. I saw 2 more dents. I probably messed with the rust focusing here, or the angle, but I'm certain I just saw 2 more dents. Yes, the camera actually shows them way easier. Or is it just dirty spots? No, I did actually miss a dent, which is probably gonna happen a lot. There's a small ding there I missed. The camera shows the stuff actually so much better, but I'm certain I saw another dent there. Let me switch this off. It's probably just the dirty spots on the roof. This is the original paint and it's horrible condition. But yeah, this is a majority of the dents. I might have missed one or two, but this is just a quick pass. We do have a rust hole here we need to patch. I might fill this with lead, or I'll just weld this up. Don't really want to weld that because it's a pain once it starts warping around it. But we'll see, maybe we'll just throw in a few tacks and see what happens. But yeah, this is the majority of the dents on the roof. Not bad for a 50-year-old car. Let me just go around. So we do have the big dents over here. I've circled it as I've seen it. So the bigger the circle, the bigger the dent. Got a big dent here, a big one here, and a big one here, and an average size one there. But they're not too deep. I might just pull these out with a glue stick. So I honestly don't want to pull the headliner because it's not perfect. It's got holes and tears and stuff in it, and I can patch. But once you've gone down the rabbit hole to put this liner down, it's never gonna be the same. And to be honest, I would love to keep the original hood liner. I honestly don't want to do a new one or make up a new one, etc. I can just fix those few holes, patch them up, and I can clean this up pretty neat. So if I really don't need to, I don't want to replace the hood liner. I'm waiting for my friends to deliver the 4-door Escort, so that's also going to be on a to-do list. Oh, this boot spoiler, it's still soft for some reason, but it has some cracks. You guys should let me know if there's anything you guys know I can do. Look at this. If there's anything I can do to fill these cracks and stuff and make it like pretty much black again without like need to paint it. But we did get a few boot spoilers. We might end up just painting it and filling it and giving it a fiberglass coat. I honestly don't know. I do want to pull the one off the Sport, the original boot spoiler from the Sport, and fit an XR3 one. I do have a few now. I do think these mount different. Yeah, they don't have the holes at the back, so I will need to make those holes. Because I think I'm going to use this boot spoiler on my blue 4-door that's coming in. I don't know if I'm going to spend some time to mark out more of the dents on the car. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. I just want to put this light there because I saw a dent. Sorry, there's a dent here somewhere. I saw it. Why can't I see it now? I saw it. Maybe the phone can pick it up. There it is. Hey man, why can't I see it? I saw it in the reflection. Let's try the normal reflection. That's way better. I know I need a... There we go. There it is. It's so... Then you can barely spot it. Let's see if we can get an angle. It's so shallow you can barely see it. And then I just saw another one there. But yeah, the majority of these dents will be, if you just flat the roof, they should be gone. But if I can see it, I can try to push it or pull it or whatever you call it. I want to start grinding the removing the valance, but I need to see how the new valance looks like first. So I think let's quickly do the unboxing of this, see how it looks, and then we take it from there. Let's get back to the montage. Okay, quite pleased. Doesn't look damaged or anything. Do have some surface rust from probably from age and standing for a long time. Look at that. Let me probably get you guys a better angle. Look at that. It's gonna be such a difference fitting up a new valance towards the old one. The unfortunate part, there's no way of nicely removing this one. I'm only gonna draw the spot welds where needed. The rest I'm just gonna grind down. It's gonna be fun, but I think I should start cleaning it up and see where we're gonna have some plug welds, where we're gonna have to grind clean, and then work from there. So let's get started. So, I've cleaned up some spots. And now there's going to be spot welds up here. And we've got a few spot welds running down here. Spot welds here. This is going to be spot weld on the inside, so we'll just cut it here and then drill the spot welds from the inside out. Also, thought there might be spot welds here. We've got one hiding there, and then we've got, obviously, there's a brace back here, structure plate. We've got a few there. Maybe just be one or two, I don't know. But it looks like it's only 2 spot welds, ironically. We'll see once we've started cutting out sections. And then obviously we've got a seam weld here, so we're probably going to have spot welds throughout this whole bottom piece. You can see there's 1 or 2. That side is going to be exactly the same. Spot welds on the top. We've got spot welds here, spot welds there, spot welds over there. Then we've got spot welds on this top side. And then we have spot welds all above here. I am probably gonna just grind those flat. I don't think I'm gonna put too much effort in, like, you know, drilling out the spot welds and stuff. I might drill out some of these for ease of access, but I think a majority of them I'm just gonna grind them flat and call it a day. I do have a small belt sander, one of the small ones. I do need belts. I need to go buy belts for it. Will make this life so much easier. But else we can always just take the grinder with a grinding disc and grind them all flat, as we're not going to be saving this panel, so it doesn't really matter. We're just here to basically get it all we're just basically here to get it all down, to get all the panel, to remove the panel. So, and we're trying to remove the panel as clean as possible on the body side. So we don't care for the panel, we don't care for cutting the panel, we don't care for damaging the panel. The idea is to preserve the car. So basically, if we can take this out nicely without seriously damaging any structure parts of the car, I will do it with a smile on my face. These I probably will have to draw out those as well. We don't have a choice about that. But yeah, pretty psyched. Got a brand new valance, brand new old stock valance. Looks like it's got a good etching primer in the inside, different primer on the outer surface side where it's going to get painted. But we'll obviously put weld through primer on the inside of all the places we're going to grind clean, where we're going to be welding. So yeah, just want to quickly check my phone for messages and stuff, find out how far they are with the blue car. Then I might put this to hold till the blue car comes here. I want to put a video out for the blue car, and also there's a bunch of things I want to do on the blue car, and then obviously still need to move this car. One of the things I've been thinking about is, so we know the XR3i has got the vinyl dash, and I see there's a difference between the top and the bottom. So I'm thinking this one's bad. This has been horribly ruined and modified. But I'm honestly considering cutting the top section off a normal plastic dash. It's inside the car. And basically mounting it to the bottom part of the XR3i dash, so then we can preserve the originality of the center console and the cut line basically. So that might be something to look into. As far as I know, the bottom piece is also vinyl, or is it hard plastic? I'm not even sure. That looks to be vinyl as well. Yeah, no, I thought the bottom part was hard plastic and the top section was vinyl, but it looks like it's a two-piece dash, so never mind, scratch that. I would have liked to keep that center section. Maybe we can do something keeping that center section in the other XR3. I don't know. That's a project for another day. I'm getting sidetracked like always. Super excited for the car to come. Can't wait to get the slip and stupid valance off. Might grind a little bit, but I don't want to grind in front of my car. I need to move it, and I actually need to tackle one place at a time. For now, I can just remove panels and swap panels around, as I don't have gas on my MIG welder yet, my CO2 yet. I've been welding without gas on the steps and stuff on the route and messing up, and it's trial and error. I'm not a professional. I'm doing this. I'm learning as I go, so don't call me out a professional if I'm doing stuff wrong. I'm all open for tips and ideas. I'm just basically doing with what I can, trying my best. Probably do a bit better, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna quickly grind the bottom section of that open. Maybe I should grind it a little bit. I don't know. It's tempting to grind it. Oof, I don't know. Maybe I should just leave this. I'm busy creating more work for myself. I still need to pack away a bunch of these doors and stuff in a safer place. We need to move this car to back, but the guys will help me once they're here. And yeah, hey, I can actually do a time lapse of the blue car as well. Next video. We still need to refurbish the RS wheels. I did get them welded up. The curb rashes on two of them, they've been sanded down. I need to get them sandblasted. I did put some paint strip on to see if I can strip all that paint they've painted onto the wheels. It does take it off, but I think at the end of the day it might just be easier to, paint strip it. But yeah, the wide Escort, it's going to be a video for another day. I wanted to show you guys a few things, but no, that's going to have to wait. This video is about this car. We should stop getting sidetracked on the other cars. What I can show you guys though on this car, besides I haven't taken the seats out, the rails are kind of stuck, and I haven't had enough energy to try and tackle it yet. They used 600 sport headrests on XR3 seats. How do you like that one? And they put like just covers over it. Bad choice. But I'm honestly happy on how clean this floor is on this car. We do have 3 holes that we need to weld up, flipping alarm systems. So yeah, I'm pretty happy on the rust on this car. The boot floor does have a few holes in it as well. There's boot lid will get replaced. As you guys can see, we have rust holes peeking through. I might actually unbolt it and just bolt on this other ones I've got. But I would honestly like to sand them down first before we do all the effort in bolting them on. I would honestly wouldn't mind just cleaning them up a bit. But this blue one looks like a good candidate. Doesn't look like it's got any dings. It looks perfectly straight. It's got all the holes. Doesn't have any rust in any of the corners. I haven't even checked at the bottom yet, but I think this is going to be a perfect candidate for the cream car. Can we fix the one on the car? Sure. Do we need to? No. Ah, damn it, we got a dent here. But we all need to knock... where am I pointing my camera? We got a dent here we'll need to look at. Luckily the boot spoiler will hide it, but I will know about it and you guys will know about it. So, and we've got our original sunroof mechanism, which is quite cool. That actually came out of the XR3i. They just put a roof skin on it. The roof skin was actually for this car. The roof skin is just mounted on top of the car. So, but yeah, I'm just wasting time now. I don't want to do anything. I'm lazy, and I'm waiting for the other car. So I think I'm gonna take a break till it arrives, and then start recording on that one. But we have to go to the farm, have to go fetch Mark II escort parts for a friend, helping him out with a few things for his projects. So I think I'm gonna call it here for now, and then, well, it's gonna be maybe a day or two for me, but for you guys it's gonna be instant. So cool. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We managed to grind down the spot welds and break the other ones. Luckily I didn't grind too deep, this is still solid. I was worried about that. But yeah, this is all perfectly straight. I'm so pleased with that. Here you can see the spot welds on the inside I was mentioning. Probably a lot of them is already broken. So we can just grind here smooth, and then we can just hammer them out like we did. We did actually have a small spot weld there, 3 here, and then also I noticed this brace is actually attached to the inside there. It was it was literally held on with a teeny little spot weld there, and maybe these few in here. So we definitely need to move that over and weld it properly. We'll probably just drill a hole straight through and weld it up. Both sides, to ensure that we actually do have that structure part intact. Inside here there's no rust, just dirty as hell, but we'll probably clean this out. I will probably grind this clean with the Dremel or the pencil grinder, and yeah, see, there's the new panels also have those holes. I just saw those 2 holes in the inside. The new panel is actually like perfect. It's got a few additional holes there in the front, which I see there. Okay, it is there. Yeah, actually all those holes that's there is also there. I think this side, there's the 4 holes and the one. Never mind, ignore me, I'm talking crap. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I think I'm going to do this section quickly. Basically vice versa, the reverse way of that one. I'm going to try and sit at an angle so you don't see my butt crack. Let me just move this valance, and then yeah, let's get cracking. I'm gonna cut it there again, cut it there. As you can see, we only skimmed it. We didn't cut all the way through. We just like skimmed it, and then the rest we can drill. I want to remove the vent tag, but I think I'll use my Dremel or drill bit to just drill this up properly. I need to straighten it out. It's also bent with the cradle, and then there's a small dent in the inside structure that we just need to fix, but luckily we've got a perfect guideline to see what we're doing. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, quite pleased how this one's removed. At least this one is still fairly attached. Still got some, why am I keep recording up there? This one still seems fairly attached, which is cool. I did manage to grind through the spot welds. Quite pleased with that. The ones I could see at least. Yeah, quite happy with this. Okay, so my transport guy should be any second now, or any minute now. So I'm gonna call this. Quite pleased with how fast it was to remove that panel actually, but I did the easy sections. Up there, and then this is going to be easy to grind out. Up here, it's going to be it's not going to be too difficult. So yeah, we're just going to have to grind this whole section away, grind that section away, draw out the spot welds, and then we can relieve it. And then we can do the same with all those spot welds down there and up there. And then we can maybe grind closer and then start grinding down those, and then maybe take the pencil grinder and grind off all these welds. And then we can relieve the panel, and then we can start mocking up the new panel, and then we can see if our outer fender is moved out or inwards, but the bottom piece is still perfect, so I doubt if the fender is moved in any weird way whatsoever. But yeah, maybe go a bit further, but I think I'm going to quickly check the time, maybe drink some coffee and then get ready, because me and that friend is gonna leave soon. So yeah, okay, let's go. Guys, I've got a few minutes. I thought let me quickly do a few things on the Escort again. I rolled out the spot welds, just used like a putty knife and cut them, well, just to check if they were rolled all the way through. So just sliced it at the bottom. There's like one or two that just had a nip, cut through it. I see the bottom plate is part of this one. It's not actually mounted to any of the structural pieces, it's actually mounted to the top of this one. So we will need to completely remove it, and the bonnet is like literally standing on it. So yeah, I'm going to quickly take the bonnet off, I'm going to grind those welds, and then we can take that top part off, and then we can split the two either today or at the later stage. But let me put you guys to a time lapse so you can see the little things I'm doing today. So we got the spot welds all out. Cradle is fairly loose. No, it's still rock solid. These spot welds tie to the top skin. These three spot welds here tie to the top skin, this skin, and on the structure of the car. Same with this side. These I've managed to roll through. There's this little bit of spot weld I need to cut there. That's still tied on this one, but there's a spot weld right over there. and I don't think it was welded via the fender. I think that's a single spot weld they put there. Let me see if I can get the phone in here. It's one tiny spot weld they put right over there, one or two, to the structures, probably to position the cradle before they weld and everything. So now I need to figure out how the hell I'm going to cut those 2 spot welds or 3 spot welds in the inside. So yeah, I'm just going to hammer away with my handmade tools and see if I can cut through it, because if I cut through those 2, in theory this should just slide out. This should slide out and slide free, and then we can tackle the bottom part. That should be way easier than the top one. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so now, sorry, my tripod's falling over. Cool, we've got it removed. Dirty, but it's rust free. Don't have too much rust. There's like no rust on this panel itself. It's like mint. We do have surface rusts in the inside. You can see at the bottom, beyond the point. Those spot welds were the ones giving me an issue. That one is like completely cut out or cut off. But yeah, luckily I can just clean those up, and then we can just slide the new one in. But for now, we need to cut those corners out, this corner out, grind away everything so we can see what's metal and what's brass, where they welded it, to see how far we can cut it back. And maybe we can start grinding down all these spot welds on this lip so we can start taking it off. Damn, now you can see how really dirty this engine is. It's bad. Needs a thorough clean. At least it runs really well. Let me get up here. My back, my neck is killing me. I hurt my neck for some reason while sleeping. Should be a bloody flippin' achievement, but yeah. Okay, let's get back to it. Might have an hour before my wife comes, or maybe half an hour before my wife comes. Then we have to leave, so I can always pick up the next day. But yeah, let's talk more cutting. Okay, like you can see there, it's a little bit of blood lying there. Just like Sammy smashed my thumb open. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm out of time for today. Must say, I'm impressed. A lot of rust in there. It's basically just surface rust. And a lot of dirt and grime. It's like, there's no proper drain holes in there. So I think on the new panel we might end up just putting proper drain holes there. Just for the future, so we know we can preserve it, at least a majority of it. But okay, that's it. Might use this picture as a title for it. But yeah, we're making good progress and fast as well. So yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Cheers.